right, baby, we back. Woo! Protect and Provide podcast. Number 3. Today we get into the woods. We finally went through the intro and all that stuff, and today is the first pillar. Ladies and gentlemen, sit back. Let's enjoy this. I think maybe next week I may bring on a guest, maybe even do it live. It's health and fitness next week. Today is about pillar number 1. Title of the book, Protect and Provide, the Sacred Duty. Yeah. I don't know. A lot of you guys ain't going to want to hear all of this for sure. But and these podcasts, this book, it's not for the mainstream men. It's not for everyday dudes. This is for probably, right, the 20%. 80% of the dudes just go through life getting by. You know, woe is me, crying. You know, life ain't fair. You know, fair. That's where you go see the pigs. Nobody said it was supposed to be fair. Yeah, this book, this podcast, these conversations, these are for the 20% of the men in the world who protect the other parts of the world. Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. A man's purpose begins and ends with 2 words: protect and provide. Every man is born with a mission to protect and to provide. It's not a lifestyle choice or a cultural idea. It's who you were designed to be. It's God. It's the universe. Whatever was deciding at the time all the sperm were climbing up, trying to break through and get into the egg. The universe, God said, we need another man. You were chosen for this. From the beginning of time, men have stood between chaos and the people they love. When storms came, when enemies approached, when life tested the walls, men stood guard. That hasn't changed. That hasn't changed since the beginning of time, since men were cavemen. We stood there and we protected the cave. Our loved ones are inside. Jack Nicklaus talking about being on the wall so you can sleep in peace. It hasn't changed. I see a lot of punk ass bitches that aren't real men. And the majority of the time they're on the internet talking about, well, they shouldn't be like this. Yeah, man, get over it. Get over it. The only reason they have the freedom to talk stupid shit is because real men stand between them and the chaos of the world and give them the freedom to talk that shit. If there wasn't real men protecting them, they wouldn't have the ability to be talking that petrified bullshit. I don't know. Hey, but I'm all for freedom of speech. I'm here to protect you so you have freedom of speech. You want to talk stupid and sound stupid and look stupid? I'm here to protect that. All right. That's what we do. That's what we do. Being a man means carrying the weight of your home, your family, your business, and your name. It's heavy. It's heavy. It's supposed to be heavy. It's supposed to be hard. It's the hard that makes it worth it. If it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be. If it wasn't hard, I wouldn't be talking to the 20% of real men. Everybody would be able to stand up. Everybody can't stand up. It ain't that kind of world. It's not that kind of world. It's supposed to be hard. The weak run from responsibility. The strong learn to carry it with honor. There's no greatness without responsibilities. There's no peace without pressure. You can't become the man you were meant to be until you stop avoiding the weight you were born to carry. When you stop running from your responsibility, when you start looking in the mirror, when you start taking total 100% responsibility for your actions and where you're at right now, that's when the man starts to develop inside you. When things go wrong, real men don't point fingers. They look in the mirror. That's where the leadership begins. I'm reading this book, man. You guys can read along with me. The world is full of men who want the title. Everybody wants the title. Yeah, I'm a man. I'm a man. No, you don't get to claim it. You got to earn it. The world is full of men who want the title, but not the duty. They want the respect of a protector without the effort or the preparation. They want the rewards of a provider without the discipline of the work. It's got to be earned, baby. It's got to be earned. Like self-esteem, it has to be earned. You can't be given self-esteem. Just because you give a kid a trophy doesn't help their self-esteem, doesn't build their confidence. Going through the failure and knowing that they stepped up is what builds their self-esteem. You got to earn this. You got to earn it. Being a man means earning it. Not sometime, earning it every day. To protect means more than defending your home or standing your ground. It means guarding everything that's been entrusted to you. Protect your mind from weakness and lies. Protect your body from neglect and laziness. We're going to talk about that next week. Protect your family from the chaos of uncertainty. Protect your peace from the noise of the world. I'm going to go back to protect your mind from the weakness and the lies. 4 or 5 years ago when the COVID bullshit happened, man, was that ever frustrating for me, because I've watched men who claim to be men just lay down their weapons. They just gave up and gave in. Retarded government told them, oh, you got to stay home. You can't go out and protect and provide for your family. And they listened. My God. They buy the lies of government. They buy the lies of people who have been put in charge that shouldn't be put in charge. They buy the lies from people who aren't real men. See what I'm saying? And you got to protect your mind from that. You've got to educate yourself. Let your family watch Netflix and Amazon and all the other damn channels that Hulu, all the other channels that are on there streaming. You need to be constantly educating yourself from in all areas of life. You've got to protect your mind. It starts with the mind. You've got to protect it from the weakness and the lies. You don't have to fight every battle, but you must always be ready. A man who trains his mind and body doesn't do it for show. He does it so he's capable when it counts. You ain't got to fight every battle. That's been a hard lesson for me to learn. But you've got to consistently, every day, prepare yourself for any battle that shows up. Real protection isn't just physical. It's emotional. It's spiritual. Your loved ones should feel safe when you walk into the room, not just because you can fight, but because you're calm, confident, and dependable. People like you to be around. They're like, oh, man, if something happens, we're a little bit safer because that dude's here. And not just the fight, right? Tire goes flat on the car. Boom. Man knows how to get out and fix it. Yeah. Car breaks down. Man knows how to get out and fix it, or he knows how to call the person that knows how to fix it. Anything, when something like that happens, you got to be prepared. It ain't just protecting from a fight or the enemy. It's protecting all areas of life. When storms hit, you don't panic, you plan. When others fall apart, you hold it together. When the pressure rises, you rise with it. That's what it means to protect. And again, in all areas of life. And how does that happen? How do you get to that point in life? Again, you're born with it. You need to cultivate it and consistently read books like this, listen to podcasts like this, watch YouTube channels like this, read other books like this, consistently educate yourself, eat the right foods. We're going to talk about health and fitness next week. Work out, be ready, learn self-defense, learn Tai Chi, how to calm yourself, learn proper breathing techniques, all of it, man, every area of life. Learn to be a better husband, learn to be a better provider, learn to be a better spouse, learn to be a better father. All of that stuff comes in book form, in videos, all of it. Just because you're born with it in your DNA, you've got to educate it. It doesn't come like just natural there. You've got to cultivate it. The seed has been planted. You're the farm, but you've got to work it like a farmer. Providing doesn't just mean making money. It means giving your family and your people what they need to grow. Yes, that means working hard. It also means giving time. It means wisdom, attention, and strength. Money pays the bills, but leadership builds the future. I work with a lot of contractors as a business coach. One thing that tears me up, and I was guilty of this in the beginning when I first started my own company, working 60, 70, 80 hours, 90 hours a week, never really seeing my family, not being there when my daughters did performances or went to tryouts and workouts and all that other stuff. I thought I was banging my chest going, oh man, yeah, I'm making all these sacrifices for my loved ones. And when in reality, it was my loved ones that were being sacrificed. Yeah, we need the money to provide, but I needed to learn how to build a business that ran without me, that brought in the money so I could spend the time with my family doing this other stuff. It meant being able to be there and give them time, give them the wisdom, give them the attention and the strength. The money paid the bills, but the leadership was, and being there is what builds the future. Providing means showing your kids what responsibility looks like. It means creating stability for your lives. It means creating stability for your wife so she can live without fear. It means giving more than you take at work, at home, and in your community, in all areas of life, in everywhere. Give more than you take. When you go out hiking and camping, you leave the place better than you found it. Not as good as when you found it. You leave it better than when you found it. A man's greatest reward is seeing his people thrive because of his efforts. I'm going to read that again because it's important. Hang on. A man's greatest reward is seeing his people thrive because of his efforts. My greatest reward as a business coach is watching the guys and girls build their businesses bigger and better than ever I did. I want them to start. I don't want them to go through all the 30, 40 years of learning trial by error that I had to go through. They get to take that 40 years that I suffered through and start there. So it's like a rocket, man, taking off, like that rocket they just took off yesterday. They're standing on my shoulders. They should start off higher than I ever reached because they're standing on my shoulders. But that's in every area. When I'm teaching students martial arts, I want them to be way better than I could ever perceive being. The greatest reward a man will get and receive is seeing his people thrive because of his effort. But providing doesn't mean doing everything for them. That's one of the biggest mistakes good men make. That's been my struggle since the beginning, especially with my children, especially with the people I'm trying to help in business and martial arts. I'm trying to make it easy for them, even though I know that's the worst way to do it. The easier it is, without the struggle comes without the reward. Without the struggle, there is no reward. And because of the way I grew up on government assistance, always having to do without, that's been a challenge for me. I've been successful in a couple of areas, and I try to give. And that's actually selfish. It's extremely selfish because all it does is feed me and my ego. It doesn't help the person I'm trying to help. And I'm still struggling with that every day, especially with my children. And understand this clearly. Providing doesn't always mean earning the most money. I'm going to read that again. Providing doesn't mean earning the most money. What do I mean by that? If your wife earns more money than you, that doesn't make you less of a man. Money has never defined masculinity. Character does. You can provide by creating a home where she feels safe to be herself, to dream, to work, or to raise your children with peace in her heart. Maybe she went to school. Maybe she got created a business, whatever it is. My daughter took over my construction company. She's probably going to run it way better than I ever did. In construction, women just deal with homeowners better than men do, period. She's a better salesperson than I am. She goes out to meet with a homeowner. They fall in love with her immediately. They immediately have emotional connection with her. Cute woman, taking the California contractors test, passing that, learning the trade, learning how to run all the equipment, learning the business, taking over her dad's company. It just builds an instant relationship. She's going to go a lot further than I ever did with the company. Once she finds a man, falls in love, and gets married, it's going to be hard for him to make more money than she makes. He can provide by being that protector, that provider, providing the mental stability and the secureness, all of that. You can provide by creating a home where she feels safe to be herself, to dream, to work, or to raise your children with the peace of heart. It ain't about the money. Provision is also about stability, not superiority. It's about being the rock when life feels uncertain. The world will tell you your worth is in your income. Don't believe that. It's a lie. Your worth is in your leadership, your consistency, and your willingness to sacrifice for those you love. Sacrifice. Don't sacrifice them. Remember I said, I thought it was cool to be able to say, I'm making all these sacrifices for my loved ones, when in reality, it was my loved ones being sacrificed. A lot of you guys may want to turn it off right now, or just fast forward. I'll give you a second. 3, 2, 1. You still here? What it really means to provide. I'm going to read it, and you're still here. I've seen so many women cheat on their man or leave their man for another because he spent more time trying to be her girlfriend. I'm going to read that again. I've seen so many women cheat on their man, leave their man for another because he spent more time trying to be her girlfriend, trying to be there every second of the day, trying to make her life too easy. That's not your job, man. Your job is not to be her girlfriend. Yeah, you can be her best friend, but you can't be her girlfriend. That's not your role. Your job is to love and respect her, but most importantly, to protect and provide. She may act like, listen to me, fellas, she may act like she enjoys it, and she may even believe she does. But in her DNA, from generations of evolution, she needs to feel protected and provided for. A girlfriend cannot do that. When she doesn't, she'll slowly lose attraction and start looking, consciously or not, for a man who can make her feel secure again. Don't fall for it. Know your role. Be a man. Protect and provide. Yes, you can be her best friend, but you can't be her girlfriend. Good men fail not because they stop loving, but because they stop leading. They try to fill every emotional gap instead of standing firm and being dependable. Be the rock. Being there matters, but being strong matters more. I've seen a lot of dads. I'm guilty. Seen a lot of dads fall victim of trying to be too nice and be a friend when they should have been a parent. Don't do as I did. Learn from my mistakes. Be a dad. Don't be a friend. You can't be their best friend. A man leads by being steady, not loud. He shows strength through action, not words. He shows strength through action, not words. I can't hear what I can't hear what you say because your actions speak so loud. Your actions speak so loud, I can't hear what you say. You don't need to tell people you're the leader. They'll know by how you show up. Your family should feel a sense of calm when you walk into the room. Whew, daddy's home. Things are going to be okay. It's going to be good. It's all right. It's all right. They hear the car pull up. It's all right. Not because you're perfect, that ain't going to happen, but because they know you'll handle it, what needs to be handled. And when I read these things, man, I know certain men in my life that the images come to my mind. I was with many of them this past weekend in Louisiana at a martial arts conference where I was teaching. Some real men there, real men. You can't always fix everything, but you must always try. You can find someone who can fix it. Even when you're uncertain, lead with confidence. Even when you're scared, protect with courage. That's what separates the men from the boys. Responsibility over comfort. Responsibility over comfort. We're coming to the end. Protecting and providing doesn't stop when you're tired. It doesn't pause when life gets hard. It's not something you do until retirement. It's who you are until your last breath. You're not here to live a comfortable life. You're here to live a life, a meaningful one. And meaning always requires responsibility. The greatest compliment a man can ever receive isn't he was successful. It's he made us feel safe. Don't go anywhere. Don't turn off this video. We've got some reflection and action questions for you to answer and think about. But before I get to these, I'm going to open up with you. I'm still learning all this. I'm going through some stuff right now, trying to figure it out. I consider myself a man. I try to be there. I try to do everything in this book. I try to live every day by these words. I hold myself accountable. But at the time, I'm not with my family. I'm not with the love of my life. I'm not with my soulmate, the woman I believe I'm supposed to spend the next 60 years with. That's right. Puts me at 120. And I don't know if that's right or wrong. I don't know. I think about it every day. I know I was called here for a purpose, here meaning earth. I know I got to leave I believe the greatest gift you have been given is time on earth. Your gift back is given to other people. It ain't about you. Your family should and does come first. But at this point in my life, my kids have grown up and should be out on their own. My loved one, my wife, my significant other, my better half doesn't feel that way. And I don't know, I'm figuring it out. I'm just being honest with you guys. You can leave me some shit in the comments right now. So as I go through this, I'll share it with you. But let's get here. Reflection and action questions. You can go to the website. You guys should have went to the website, download this. Look, if you're still watching this long, I should have said this in the beginning, but click the subscribe button, hit the bell so that you get notifications when we upload new videos to the YouTube channel. Here we go. Who depends on me right now, and how do they feel protected and provided for? If you're a married man, that's your family. That's your wife. You've got kids. That's them. It's also maybe you're not married right now. Maybe you're 14 and watching this. This still provide this is for you, man. This is who I really wrote it for. Not these dudes that are 20 and 30 and 50 and 90, right? Because who depends on me right now? As a young man, When I'm teaching my martial arts schools, it's your mother, it's your dad, it's your brothers and sisters, it's your cousins, it's your aunts, it's your grandmother, it's your grandfather. It's all of them. That's who depends on you right now. And you're living by this code right now. And as you get older, you get more responsibility. So there you have it. That means if you're 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 25, 30, and you're not married, it's your mom, it's your dad, it's your grandmother, it's your grandfather, it's your sisters, your cousins, your aunts, your uncles. That's your family. That's who's depending on you. Step up. Don't give me that shit. Oh, Brian, I ain't got nobody. Huh. We all got somebody. Give me that shit. Put you in a chokehold. This is my chokehold. Where in my life am I avoiding responsibility or looking for excuses? Take some time, answer that. Where in my life am I avoiding responsibility or I'm looking for excuses? And don't just think about them, write it down. What can I do this week to make my family feel more secure, financially, emotionally, or spiritually? Financially, emotionally, or spiritually, and spiritually is what it should say. What can I do this week to make my family feel more? And again, who's your family? If you're a 12-year-old kid, young man right now watching this, got allowance money coming up, start saving it better. Don't ask for so much stuff to be, that's for your parents to spend money on. There's a lot of things you can do. Start living the code right now. Right now. 2 more questions. Let's go. Next week, health and fitness, foundation of strength. I almost started the book with this, but I thought I can't start the book with this. If I was going to start the book with this, the damn book should be called Health and Fitness. 2 more questions for you to ponder and write down. Am I being dependable or just busy? A lot of people would like to say, oh, man, I'm so busy. I ain't got no time. You got the same 24 hours a day that we all got. Are you being dependable or are you being busy? And when I say, are you being dependable, that means when other people are watching YouTube and Hulu and Netflix, you need to be educating yourself on everything that we just talked about. If I died tomorrow, this is a good one. This is tough. Listen to me, people. If I died tomorrow, would the people I love know I gave them everything I had? And I can honestly say now, even though I'm going through what I'm going through right now, I know if something happened to me and I died right now, if I died tomorrow, everyone in my life, meaning my good friends, my relatives, and my wife and kids, every one of them would tell you, man, the dude gave it all. He gave it all. That part I'm sure of. Because I do. I did a presentation years ago called Ring Life Out. Every day, ring it out. Boy, I try to stretch it. So I just went through this Masoji and this 84-hour fast. I just came off of an 84-hour fast. I should have talked about that at the beginning of this. That's why I take every day serious. I've got to stay in tip-top shape type of deal, man, because I got to give it my all. So ask yourself, if you die tomorrow, would the people you love know they gave everything you have? Write all of these down and then get to work, because it's a man's mission doesn't end until his heart does. A man's mission doesn't end until his heart does. And again, man, I'm trying to figure it out. I've been, I wrote my personal mission statement. I wrote it down over 30 years ago. To humbly touch and enhance as many lives as I can for God while I'm here, so that when I'm gone, those lives will continue to touch and enhance the lives of others. I feel like I can do that here where I'm at now in Surfside Beach, South Carolina. My wife feels like I can do it in California where she wants to be. And I don't know, we're trying to figure it out. I just, I know I don't want to be here without her. But at the same time, I feel, I feel like God put on my heart to be here for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I'm misreading it. Maybe I'll figure it out and move home to California. I don't know. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. But whatever it is, man, I'm working it out. I'll be with you. You'll know it. All right. Don't miss next week. Health and fitness, the foundation of strength. A weak body builds a weak mind. Strong body builds a strong life. Say hi. Reach out to me. Leave it in the comments. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cannot wait till next week. Stay busy till we see each other again. Keep God in your heart, me in your prayers. Happy Easter.